It happened again. Detained at the border for my CGC Signature Series books. So I've got here my CGC graded books from the Todd McFarlane signing. And of course, crossing the border this time, I get nabbed again. Let's go through these and I'll kind of go through what happened. If you're crossing the border, either way with something, you have to declare it. No choice. If you get caught not declaring something, you're in big trouble. So I declare everything I go across all the time. I don't want them confiscating my stuff. I don't want them pulling my passport or my Nexus card. So everything I tell them. Whether or not the border agents understand the concept of grading, that seems to be where I get hung up. So I'm going to pull these books out. Here we got some Spider-Man, some Spawn, and an Incredible Hulk. All right, so this first one, the Incredible Hulk. I think this is 344. Dope cover, great signature. Hold on, let me get out of the bag. So this is the book. I had the grade spoiled for me because this was my example when I pulled out, when I had to open up the box basically. I saw the grade because I had to explain to them what CGC does, why you want it done, etc. So this was my example book that I pulled out to show it to them. Also, the grade on this came back way better than anticipated. This is actually probably the shocker of this book. I'd be surprised if anything, surprised me more than the grade on this book. And this is, me and my buddy Jimmy send books back and forth to each other. This one's going to Jimmy's collection. So let's save this one for the end because I already know the grade on this one. I want to see what else is in this box. We're going to put this one on hold for now. Great. So which is the top, which is the bottom? All right, this is the back. Alright, so when they pulled me in and they said, same as last time, why do you do this? Are you reselling these books? Also, what's the value of the books? And trying to explain that these are my books coming back to me. These are books that I had already. I sent down for the signing. And then, on the invoice, of course, the invoice has your insured value, which didn't add up to too much, a little bit under $300. But the fees added up to $525 US, which could mean that you get dinged on taxes or something. But that's the big but. Explaining to them that those fees are not the values of the books. Those fees are what they charge me for the signature and the grading, and not what I paid for a product. So that's what it comes down to. Of course, I got to cross, and I've got some books. We did all custom CGC labels for these ones. What do we got here? This is King Spawn. This is a dope King Spawn cover. I'll get close-ups of all these. This should be high grade because these are nice solid covers, I think, on these books. Dope Spawn label. What do we got? 9-4. Oh, what happened? Ooh, that is not the kind of surprise that you want. All right, so we got one bad surprise and one real good surprise with this Hulk book. The signature on here is dope. I noticed he's doing a lot of T McFarlane rather than Todd McFarlane like he used to do. It's not the full name anymore. That's okay. Nice placement. Great cover. Why is it a 9-4? This cover is, there's nothing wrong with the cover. I know that there was grader's notes for the Hulk book, so I'll throw those up as well. I'm going to check and see if there's grader's notes for this King Spawn, because I don't know what's going on. Oh, I take it back. The top corner on the back here is a bit crushed. I didn't see that when I sent it in, so that's a letdown. Nice fat case though. This is one of the fat cases. This is a bigger book. I think the next one is as well. Alright, so this should be the other Spawn book. Spawn 300. And this is, I think, the B cover. Yeah, cover B. The black and white sketch variant. Signed in gold. Awesome. Again, just the T McFarlane. So you can see on these custom labels, it used to be Todd McFarlane here, right? But now it's just T McFarlane, which is fine. Again, this should be a high-grade book. But given what happened here, who knows, right? What do we got? What do we got? Fingers crossed. 9.8, okay. You know, to be honest with you, I'd rather have this one than the 9.8 if I had to have one or the other. I know everybody got this King Spawn, and this was a huge book with, I think, when they do a foil variant or something that was hot at one of the conventions. But I love these kind of sketch covers, the black and white. And the gold pops on there. Sorry, King Spawn, you've lost your place. Alrighty, here we go, Spidey. This is one of the Spider-Man 1 McFarlane books. I have all the variants, I believe. I've got the silver variant already graded, so I sent in the gold variant. This from the 90s, I did give it a clean and a press, obviously, before I sent it in. I'm going to say this is 9.2, 9.4, 9.6. 9.6 would be fantastic, but I think it's 9.2, 9.4. And I got the silver signature on the gold. This has been in my collection for a little while, so if it's, it's not going to be a 9.8. What do we got? 9.4. All right, I'm happy with 9.4. That is kind of right on par. I'd love to see if there's grader's notes on this too. In my opinion, this is a pretty clean book. I love it. This is going up on this wall. I gotta figure out what I'm replacing. Something's coming down. I'm replacing it with this. Maybe Fantastic Four is coming down. This is great. I love this. This is, of course, an iconic cover. This is one of the best Spidey covers of all time. And having it in the gold variant edition, that's great. 9.4, I'm totally happy with the 9.4 on this book. Straight out of my PC and into the signature and the grading. I'd love to see if there's grader's notes. I'll check. I think I know what's wrong. Like, front and back cover don't line up perfectly. There's a bit of bindery issue in the top corner, so it is what it is. Great, I'm totally happy. All right, so now the book that saved the day. The book that helped me explain why, as comic book nerds, we do this. Why we spend the money and do the waiting to get our books signed and graded by the creators. Again, another one of Todd's great covers. He loves this circle with then the character behind in front of it. Like I said, this was a surprise grade. If this had come back an 8.5 or a 9, 9 would have been the top of what I was expecting. But we did better than a 9. This book came back as a 9.4. Right up there with Spidey. This is great. Appearance of the leader, Peter David story, with the McFarlane signed right over the Hulk logo. Great, great book. This is dope. Jimmy, my friend, I know you're going to be super excited, super happy with this book. Enjoy, my friend. Everybody else, like the video if you enjoyed seeing some more Todd McFarlane stuff. I know all the IG pages and Facebook stuff is flooded with McFarlane stuff right now. But, I mean, I had to fight the border guards to get these across. That's got to be good for something. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. What is the win in this this submission? For me, it's hard. It's Spidey because Spidey's staying in my collection, but this Hulk takes a pretty high spot as well. Leave that comment, like the video, and stick around for more stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you in the next one.